For the next few days, we are heading to the western part of Cameroon to explore Bafoussam and Mékenéné.
But first, let's go pick our guide, Ashin.
So we just arrived to Mékenéné. It is a small town between Yaoundé and Batoufam, and we're gonna get some food. Plantain. This is just like plantain that's like on the charcoal. This is like a prune. It's called safu. Apparently, you get a little bit of that. Just want to taste it on its own first. It's nice, much sweeter than the plantain. But the key now is to mix both together. It's so hot. It's good though. Watch out, it's hot.
That's really good. Back on the road.
So we just made it to the western region of Cameroon, and our first stop is here in Batoufam. Now bear with me, I'm getting all the information in French and some words don't really translate, but I'll do my best to give you the information in English. So we just arrived at La Chefferie Supérieure de Batoufam. La Chefferie is basically where the chief of the community, it's actually a kingdom, lives, and it's like where all the political stuff is happening. It is very nice, very colorful, very different than like other things that we've seen in Africa. So I'm excited to be here, and let's see what the kingdom of Batoufam is all about. So here is the sculpting workshop, and nothing is done by the artisan for no reason. Everything has a reason. Every morning the king comes in and tells him a part of his story, and this is what inspired basically the artist to make all of these sculptures, and everything is done by hand. Even the colors are coming from the ground, from different leaves. It is fascinating.
So here is the traditional palace, and in front of it is a throne that only the woman can sit in.
So you might have noticed that the doors are extremely small, and it's actually for two reasons. First, it's a military advantage. When there's enemies within the walls of the kingdom, they would have to like basically lean down, which is a weak position, and somebody would be on the other side of the door ready to you know. And the other reason is actually it kind of forces you to bow, to pay respect to the king of the place. Bonne journée. That was Anne. She was great, but she only speaks French, so she was, every time she was done explaining something, she would look at me like, now you need to translate the translation.
She was keeping me very accountable.
She was keeping me in check. So one last fun fact about this place, basically on each side of the palace, there's like little houses where all the wives of the king are living. When I asked Anne, how many wives does he have at once? She was like, so many, I don't even want to give you an estimate. But the interesting part is that he doesn't have to deal with any drama. So if you might think that like women can be complicated, no offense to anyone, he doesn't deal with that. He has a godmother basically on each side that takes care of any issue that the women are having, so he can focus on his people.
So that was super interesting. I always love learning about more of their culture and everything like that. But now let's go eat at a super authentic spot.
So we were invited by a local Cameroonian Mama. This is her official title, and she's gonna cook us an authentic meal. Let's see if they're like the Canadian grandmother, basically, where they're like, you know, just eat a little bit more. Just so nice people. Like, I'm very excited to be here. Let's see what's for lunch, and let's go meet her. The holidays are coming, so it's a perfect time to thank today's sponsor, The Ridge, because all I want for Christmas is a Ridge wallet. You guys know how much I love these wallets because I talk about them all the time, but legit in real life, I always have one in my pocket because it's so small but still can carry up to 12 cards, has RFID blocking technology, and the quality is so good that Ridge is providing you with a lifetime warranty. This is how certain they are about the quality of their product.
Something you guys actually don't see is the fact that I've been using a Ridge wallet for as long as Dave has. They just came out with their ceramic powder collection, and this one is my new favorite. And they're still scratch resistant just like their other ones are.
I will for sure make sure to put a good word for all my subscribers directly to Santa Claus, and hopefully he's gonna send you something from The Ridge. But if you want to make sure, I highly suggest that you visit my link down in the description. That is ridge.com/DaveManny. Get up to 30% off on the Ridge website, and that is until December 20th. And just in case that's not enough, you can actually enter a giveaway where you can win a Ridge bundle worth up to $4,000. No purchase necessary. You only need to visit the link down below, ridge.com/DaveManny. And otherwise, as usual, a big thank you to The Ridge for sponsoring this video.
I like her already.
I know, me too. Bonjour! Bienvenue!
Bonjour! Merci de nous avoir, c'est très gentil.
Tu me filmais?
Tout le temps.
So Mama's currently making something called daho, and we're gonna eat that with something that has yellow sauce. This is pretty much all we know right now, but it smells so good.
Ça a l'air délicieux.
N'est-ce
Ouh.
N'est-ce pas?
J'ai faim, c'est bon. Oh, ok. C'est très bon.
So this daru is really probably closer to mashed potatoes, I would say. The way they were making it kind of looked like a ugali, but definitely more texture in mashed potatoes. It's really good.
We all did a good effort, but we're pretty full. Grandma style, of course. Portions are way too big, but so delicious. Avec des portions comme ça, pas besoin de manger jusqu'à demain.
Mais le soir, si vous voyez les fruits, vous prenez un peu de fruits.
Okay,
N'est-ce pas?
c'est bon. There's a new plan. Me and Achille, we're gonna carry on with the tour of the West, but Tracy's gonna stay here and learn how to cook authentic Cameroon meals with Mama there. So, new plan. Merci beaucoup.
Voyagez bien.
Merci. Voyage plein avec le ventre plein. Merci.
The food was fantastic, but Mama, she was the highlight. She just welcomed you with open arms. She wanted to teach me how to cook all the food and everything. Definitely like that grandmother personality. I love it. So we just arrived at NoNeNa Ranch for the night. We're gonna spend the night here. Stunning view. Great location to get into. And I hear they have some horses. Time for a camera change because we're going on some horses.
You look great with your hat.
Thanks. It's a great hat.
Okay.
How's the test drive, Tracy?
So far, so good.
Tracy is on Rapid, the fastest horse in Cameroon. Is that true? Yeah, right? And this is Don Camillo, a white albino's horse. Oh, it's like I've done this many times. This is like the third time ever.
Exactly. I was like, yeah.
The view is incredible, and finally, even though it was very cloudy, now the sun is popping out. It is beautiful.
We made it to the top of a mountain and it is a beautiful view. Behind me here you see obviously over the mountain, and on the other side you see the ranch where we're staying.
You know what people say? Time to get back on the horse? Well, this time it's true.
Literally.
It's literally like, going downhill a lot. We'll make it. We'll make it. You got it, buddy. I believe in you. This is definitely a little bit more advanced horseback riding, right? Because we're going like off-road with the horses. It's beautiful though, but I'm semi-confident because I've done this like 3 times, but we're gonna do it as part of the adventure and I'm all about it. Thanks for the ride, buddy. Great work. These ducks are crazy. Back home. I think you live right here, buddy.
Merci beaucoup.
So now that we're back from our horseback ride, as David likes to call it, horsing. It's not a word.
It's a word.
It's not a word. We're in our little cottage for the night. So we have a queen size bed there. Looks really comfy. We even have some seating areas. We even have a little desk, cute lights. But this is the start. So, oh, you can actually still see it. We have a little balcony here, and that's the mountain. Right up at that peak is where we rode the horses to. Maybe it was that one. That one?
That one.
That one.
Yeah. Pro tip, when you come horseback riding here in Cameroon, there's a few plants with thorns and you should definitely bring pens. They told me I should really put pens and I was like, no, it's fine. I didn't bring pens, my bad, so I went in short. So Tracy's on my leg removing the little thorns.
Maybe long sleeves too.
Adventure!
Let's go for supper. It's pouring out. So for supper tonight, we have some rice and beef. It looks like a beef stew. It smells really good. And some pineapple for dessert.
It's really nice.
Bonne soirée, c'était très bon.
So that is the end of the day, but it starts again tomorrow, bright and early, for some more adventure in Western Cameroon. I'm having a lot of fun. Want to see something super cool? If you don't want to go up the mountain on horses for X reason, well, you can do it on one of those Jeeps. Pretty cool.
We slept fantastic, but I wanted to tell you a little bit more about here. They even have different configurations of rooms. They even have like little cottages that are like 2-3 bedroom. So you can definitely find something that works for you or your group that is coming. So we're gonna put their information down below in case you want to check them out.
Now let's get some breakfast.
Bien dormi?
Ouais, super.
Parfait. Ça va bien ce matin?
Non, ça va bien.
Parfait.
Not sure what's going on here.
Time to carry on with our adventure.
So So often in different cultures, natural landmarks like this are actually sacred places, and people come here to pray and kind of like purify themselves. And there was actually like people singing to the waterfall, making offerings. So yeah, very interesting. Couldn't talk down there because the waterfall is very loud. It's a lot of water. So we just arrived at the Palace of Sultan Nabil in Foumban. This is basically the equivalent of what we saw yesterday, like the Chefferie, but for this region here. But it looks so much different, and just wait until you see the museum. Like, it's quite a structure.
It just started to rain.
Sadly, it is not allowed to film inside, but still we learned a lot about like the people from here since the 1300s, and like the throne room basically that is no longer in use except for like official purposes only is really impressive. Otherwise, the museum behind me, it's hard to see, but it's basically a massive spider and a snake with two heads. The snake represent basically like the power, and the spider the work. And it's not open yet. It's going to be like the new museum, but like the building itself is quite impressive. We're going to walk around town a little bit, and if you think the rain is going to stop us, you're wrong.
So we are actually at a metal workshop, and the way that it works is they take like the clay material and they mold it. So from there they put the wax over top, and that's when they can put in like the little intricate decorations and put more detail into it. And then over top of the wax, they put another layer of that clay, bake it so that the wax then drips out, melt the metal, pour the metal inside, break the clay off of it, and then you have your figurine shape, whatever it is. So in here we see a lot of the finished product. This one's pretty cool too.
Ah, merci. Eh, le gars est bon négociateur, hein?
Okay.
Très bon.
Je suis bon négociateur.
Ouais.
Bonne journée. Nice guys, they just, always want like a lot of money. I already gave them a lot, but, I just want to buy something from the place we visited. Now we just made it to the local market, and I love these places. They're just like the hustle and bustle is super alive, food everywhere, and apart from food, a little bit of everything you can imagine, from like toys to clothing to drinks to cars getting mad at me when I cross the street. I love it.
Bonjour, ça va bien?
Vous êtes beau, hein?
Merci.
Et tu es belle, hein?
Bonjour.
The mama there is like, you're so beautiful, you're so beautiful. I'm like, wow, thank you.
There's definitely a lot going on here.
Lots of happy people around here. I like it.
Bonjour.
We came to this restaurant that actually doesn't have a sign, but they wanted us to eat a very specific Cameroonian dish, which they don't have. But apparently there's another restaurant down the road, so we'll see. While walking around here, you have to be hyper aware, because otherwise you're gonna get hit by a motorcycle. Okay, take two for the local dish. Let's see what they have here. For lunch, we have njapche, which is basically like some green vegetable with some pistachio. I have the beef version.
I got the chicken.
She has the chicken. And then we have a lot of corn couscous, which is pretty good.
That sauce is so good.
Tracy, how did you find the meal?
That was so good. That sauce was like the best.
Yeah, probably the best meal we've had in Cameroon so far. Plus, like, it is super affordable in local restaurants like that, like 8,900 for 4 people with drinks and everything. Like, I mean,
Can't be wrong.
good deal. I'm telling you, like, crossing the street here without getting hit is kind of an art.
So after about an hour and a half of driving, we have just arrived at our resort in Pepinum.
Pepenum.
Pepenum. And the entrance so far, it looks stunning. I cannot wait to show you around.
So first of all, a massive thank you to the Gourmet Discovery. That was such a good tour. It is not done, okay?
No.
We thought that like the western part of Cameroon would be one video, but we're doing too many things. So we're gonna cut that there because you guys watched us already for too long. So make sure to subscribe to check out the next video. But yeah, basically like that company makes very like tailored adventures, true adventures. This is not for tourists, it's for adventurers, okay?
So that is exactly what I was going to say, because we had specific things in mind that we wanted to do. So my understanding is you were just texting with them and you're like, hey, this is exactly what I want to do.
I want to see markets, I want to see street food, but I also want to do culture stuff and everything. So like that was like the perfect one. So we'll put all their information down below. So it is time for us to go get some rest because we had a good day today, a very busy day, and we have a busier day tomorrow. So until next time, see you guys
In the next one.